Hello YouTube, Cousin Kinoko here, back with another pickup video. This time it will be quite a long video. I have quite a lot of pickups here, and I might do this in two parts. It's been a while since my last video, and it will be a while until my next video, as I have quite a lot of work to do this summer. I'm working as a freelancer and I have a deadline in August. So I will have to work pretty hard to reach that deadline, and I won't have too much time to play games, collect games, or make YouTube videos. But let's just jump right in, and I'll show you guys what I picked up in the last 1.5 months or so. First off, these two games are something I picked up while I was in Poznan in Poland. Went to a flea market there. I already made a video about this one, which is a strange cartridge that I couldn't identify. I had never heard of it, and I couldn't really find anything about it on the internet. Black Box 3. And after some research and asking around on YouTube and on forums and stuff like that, I found out that it's most likely a cartridge for the Atari ST, and that it's a utility card. So I don't have an Atari ST, I'm probably not gonna get one. So if there are any people out there who are interested in this cartridge, I would be interested to trade or sell it, or yeah, just send me a message and we'll see what we can do. And then I also, at the same flea market in Poland, picked up this game for the Master System, Pro Wrestling, with a really nice cover illustration here. Completely absurd. That's one of the things I really like about collecting for the Master System. It has like ridiculous cover artwork. But yeah, I hadn't heard about this game before, never played it before. I tried it for a little bit. The graphics are kind of like the Nintendo World Cup style, cartoony, goofy characters with big heads going at it in the ring. And well, I couldn't get into it too much. The controls are kind of weird. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just pressing a lot of buttons and seeing what happened. But yeah, why not? Kids and enjoying having that on the shelf just for the cover artwork. My Game Boy Advance collection is slowly growing. Haven't been collecting so actively for the GBA, but here are some nice additions to my collection. We have Iridium 2, Rayman 3, and Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem, and these were €6 altogether, so €2 a piece. Pretty decent price at the local flea market here. First off, Iridium 2 is shoot 'em up with really nice graphics, 3D backgrounds, and seems like a really nice shooter so far. Rayman 3 is a traditional side-scrolling 2D platformer in the style of the original Rayman for the PS1. And Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem is a cartoony side-scrolling platformer. Kind of a mediocre game. Wouldn't recommend picking it up unless you get it for a really good price. But that said, it's still an enjoyable game, so it's not the worst thing you could pick up if you find it. I bought another GBA game on eBay. This is Kuru Kuru Kururin. It's kind of a hard name to pronounce there. This game was not released in the US, so it's I guess Europe and Japanese exclusive. Definitely worth looking into, and for you Americans out there, you might want to import this from Europe because it's a really nice game. It's a puzzle game, and basically you're playing as this little stick that's rotating, and you have to navigate the stick through a maze without touching the walls. If you touch the wall 3 times, you lose, and you have to start from the beginning again. And it's a really nice game. It's very difficult and it has some replay value. You can go back to the old levels and try and beat your time, and it saves your high scores. And it's a really affordable game to get as well, including shipping. Here in German eBay I paid €3.60, so cheap game to pick up. Definitely recommend it if you're into this kind of games. So look into that, have a look at some gameplay videos on YouTube. So I've been seeing n-gage games sometimes at the local flea market. I've never picked them up because I don't have an n-gage, and this game has been at the same stand for about a year, and I asked them about the price a year ago, thought it was too expensive. This year they probably realized no one's gonna buy this shit, no one's collecting for the n-gage, it seems, at least here in the area. So the price went down. I bought this for €1.50, so that's a decent price. I don't have an n-gage, so I don't have a chance to actually play this, but I thought I might as well buy it. Maybe I'll find the console at some point as well. It's really cheap to collect for, really cheap on eBay, so this game is also not worth much more than €1.50, but I decided to pick it up anyway. Red Faction, as many of you probably know, is a first-person shooter, and the graphics look pretty good from the screenshots on the back here. So my first n-gage game. And then I also picked up Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64. I of course already have this game. I think I have 2 copies of it actually, but this one is boxed and complete with the manual and the cardboard inside. It doesn't have the baggie, but I only paid €3 for this, so I thought I made a good deal there and had to pick it up. And I bought 2 sealed games at the flea market as well. We have Back to Stone for the Game Boy Advance. I had never heard of this game, and I actually thought it might be worth something because it's a sealed Game Boy Advance games, which you don't come across those very often, right? But yeah, and as well, it's an action RPG, isometric view, which seems pretty promising. The graphics look good on the back, but unfortunately it's not worth much, and supposedly it's a pretty bad game, so I didn't make a great deal there, and I might just open this and try it out, as it's not really worth anything even in a sealed condition. I paid €7 for both of these, so €3.50 each. I also got a sealed GameCube game here, Harry Potter, Octavie System, Swedish copy here. I was a bit surprised to find a Swedish game on the German flea market, but I don't know how that came about. This is, I think, an adventure game. I've never played the Harry Potter games for the GameCube, so I might just open this up and try it out. This is another game that's next to worthless. There's tons of copies on eBay, sealed copies as well. And surprisingly, when I looked this game up on German eBay, there was some guys selling several Swedish copies. So I guess this comes from the same batch. Who knows? So I also picked up another Game Boy Advance SP. I already have the silver one, I have it boxed, but I picked this one up because it was only €3, and I thought I could make back some of the money I spent on the flea market to just resell this on eBay. As I said, I'm a freelancer. I don't have a lot of money to spend on collecting. Don't have a big budget for it, so I have to take a bit of care what I pick up and try and make some good deals to afford this quite expensive hobby. And then sometimes I pick up stuff just to resell it, so I could buy some more games from the money I make. So I bought this for €3 and I already sold it on eBay and I got €25 for it. So I made €22 from that, and that covers the expenses from some of the games that I picked up. So I also picked up Swagman for the PS1. It's funny because about a year ago I made a video showing my local flea market. I walk around looking at the different games for sale, and in the end I show what I picked up. And Swagman was actually one of the games on that video, and I filmed it, and I made a comment that I decided not to pick it up because I thought the cover looked so ridiculous and cheesy. However, a while later, some YouTuber mentioned this game as a hidden gem for the PS1 and said that it's a really nice game, worth picking up. So I went back quite a while later. They still had the game on the stand, so I decided to pick it up in the end. And it is a really nice kind of action-adventure, I guess. You see it from above, kind of like Zelda 1 kind of perspective. And yeah, it's a nicer game than you would expect from this cover artwork for sure. I paid €3 for both of these games, by the way, so it's €1.50 per game. And I also picked up Super RC Pro-Am for the Game Boy here. So my Game Boy collection is continuously growing and getting to be quite big. At another stand, I saw this Game Boy Color lying there. I kind of decided for myself I'd like to start collecting the different color variations of the Game Boys. And when I saw this, I thought, well, there's another one for my Game Boy collection. I don't have a lot of them, Game Boy Colors. I have like yellow and purple, I think. And I don't have the transparent one, so I asked her, how much do you want for this? And she said, you know, we actually have some games for this as well, if you're interested. I said, yeah, sure, show me what you have. And she brought out this hip bag full of games. And she asked for €15 for it. I haggled it down to 10, so I got all of this for €10. And I did a game flip and made my money back. I'll tell you how I did that in a little while. First, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that came with it. We have the magnifying glass here with the light, and we have the link cable. I already had a link cable from before, but can't hurt to have one more. And these are the games that I already sold from this bundle. We have a pirated copy of Street Fighter 2 Turbo, FIFA 96 Soccer, and Super Mario Land without a label. Sold these three they went for €1 on eBay, unfortunately, so not a very good deal for me, but I didn't care to keep any of these games, so I don't really mind. And I also sold these three on eBay, which went for a lot more. We have Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Blue, and Pokemon Red. Pokemon Red, as you can see, has a really damaged label with someone drew all over it with a marker. These went for €20 on eBay, so I made back the money I spent and earned another €10 on this bundle, which is great. And some of the games, I mean, these are the games that I'm deciding to keep. I'll tell you right away, it's nothing special, but these are some games that I didn't have from before, so decided to keep them for my growing Game Boy collection. We have Blades of Steel by Konami. This one was also released on the NES. I don't have the NES version, I'd like to find that as well sometime. We have Sunsoft Grand Prix, The Amazing Spider-Man, not such an amazing game, NBA Jam, 4-Man 4 Real. This is a piece of crap, just like the NES game is a piece of crap. But, well, some more games for my Game Boy collection there. I also got 2 bags. We have a bag for the Game Boy Advance SP. I paid €2 for each of these. This is nice to have when I'm traveling and I don't want to get my Game Boy Advance all scratched up. Here we have a bag for the original Game Boy, which is also a nice thing to have. And finally I picked up a GameCube bundle. I'll switch to a video showing what I picked up, because I picked it up in Oslo and I didn't bring all of it back to Berlin. I only brought some of the things. What I got was a boxed black GameCube console with the manuals, and came with the cables and 2 controllers and a bunch of games. I think it was 7 games. What it came with was Mario Kart, which I already have. I'm gonna sell that and hopefully make back most of my money on that bundle. It also came with Medal of Honor Frontline, and one more game I can't remember. Well, you'll see in the video. And it came with Resident Evil Code Veronica X, Resident Evil 4. All of the games in perfect condition, complete with the manuals, hardly a scratch on them. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which I actually bought recently on German eBay in bad condition, so I'm gonna sell the old one and keep this copy. And finally, the best deal, the best game of this bundle, and the reason why I picked it up, was Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now, this is a series that people say, I've heard so many good things about it. People say it's really great, and I've been really looking for a Paper Mario game for a long time, and finally I found one. They're really expensive on eBay, and I think it goes for around 50 to 60 euros. So this game alone was worth the trade I did there. It's a nice RPG, and I can't wait to try it out. What I paid for it, I actually didn't pay for it. I made a trade. I traded some of my artwork, actually, screen prints that I made, and I also traded some other stuff that I bought for the guy, and I ended up paying 26 euros for that trade, and I think that's a really great deal. So yeah, that's it for my pickups this time. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and until next time.